Okay, I have to think of a good intro. I got it!
Boy, if you don't get all you ever talk about, it's all you ever talk about.
What's up, Dank homies? Nero here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Telos Boltace. The Telos Boltace is the syndicate melee weapon of the Arbiters of Hexes, which can be purchased for 125,000 syndicate standing. Now, as for the stats for this weapon, it is based in puncture damage, which will mainly be doing slash damage with this weapon, which this weapon has a passive that makes the stats kind of irrelevant, so don't worry too much about those numbers. It has 10% critical chance and a 2x critical multiplier, which is pretty good with this weapon. You'll see why in a little bit as well. And it has 25% status chance, which is one of the most important aspects of this weapon. So now, this weapon has a special mechanic when you do a spin attack. Whenever you do a spin attack, it sends out a wave of slash damage which procs bleed on all enemies within its range. So when you slide an attack, that happens. My build for this weapon goes as such. I have primed pressure point for melee damage. I have relentless combustion for every time I proc slash on an enemy, and every time that slash proc does damage, I will gain more to my combo counter. And I have Spoiled Strike for more melee damage, or this is going to add more damage directly to my wave effect. I have Primed Fury, so I can have more attack speed, and it makes up for the negative attack speed on this mod. I have Primed Reach, which is one of the most important mods for this weapon, because this affects how far the spinning wave goes. So this is going to help you affect a lot more enemies. I have North Wind for more cold damage, and when I add this mod, which is 60% toxin and 60% status chance, that turns it into viral, which will half the health of the enemies, and the slash damage will do a lot more damage to the enemies, or it will kill them faster. And I have Drifting Contact, which will add 40% status chance, and it will add 10 seconds to my combo counter duration, so I don't lose the numbers as fast. Another thing to note about this weapon is that it will increase your air glide time, your wall latch time, and how high you can bullet jump, which is by a lot. Now, to show you how the Relentless Combustion mod works, I'm gonna proc bleed on this enemy a couple times. You can see how fast the combo counter is going up without me even attacking, because the slash damage is now adding to the numbers for me. If I add multiple instances of that damage, it increases even faster. Now, the last thing before I show you guys this weapon in action, when you spin, the closer you are to the enemy, the more damage it's actually going to do. So if you're far away, it's still going to proc bleed, but it's not going to do that much damage overall, if that made sense. That sounded so stupid. Now, first I'm going to test this weapon up against 20 level 115 Arid Heavy Gunners. Okay. Now you can see how high the combo counter is getting just after a few seconds. Wait, can I revive myself this way? Oh no, I can't. Oh no. Oh no. Now, another good thing to have with this weapon is the School Naramon. You'll be able to unlock this School after completing the second GM quest. Really, Ordis? So anywho, after you unlock this School, you'll want to get this skill right here called Shadow Step. Every time you crit, you'll be able to go invisible for 5 seconds at default, but I upgraded it once so I can go invisible for 6 seconds. And every time you crit, it will reset that timer. Also want to get this ability here, which will add to your critical chance on your melee weapon. And also, if you don't have access to that, what you can also do is replace Spoiled Strike with Life Strike, which means that every time you do a channeled attack, you will replenish your health by 20% of the damage that you do on the enemies. So now, after activating that School, let's try that again. So now you see I'm invisible and it allows me to survive better. You can see all that damage, or the you can see the combo counter is adding up very, very fast, allowing me to do even more damage than before. And keep in mind, these are level 115 enemies. So you can imagine what it does in a normal mission. And on top of that, when blinding the enemies, they take so much more extra damage. Now I'm going to test the weapon up against a more normal scenario, a more normal Orokin scenario, where I have a bit of each type of Orokin weapon, or enemy.
Talk about it, all you ever talk about. It's 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 all you ever talk about.
You can see it works against nullifier bubbles pretty easily. And the little guys are just nothing to this. Let's see, did I get them all? I believe I got all of them. Also, if you want to know how I'm doing the spin attack so fast, well, a video by Brozime will show you how to do that, and it will be down in the description. And when you go to the video, make sure you let them know that Mean Sage sent you. In conclusion, I would say that these are one of my top favorite melee weapons, with the Legion being my #1 favorite, but I'll make a video on that later. But I would say that these would be my go-to melee weapons for extermination missions, or missions where I have to kill a mass amount of enemies really quickly. Also, this weapon is really great for survival missions because you can kill the enemies really fast and you'll be moving, so you'll be able to move to the life support much quicker while attacking. But that's all I have to say for today's video, and I'm sorry I'm not feeling the greatest right now, feeling a little bit sick, so I'm sorry if that was expressed during the video. But if you guys enjoyed today's video and if it was helpful in any way, then go ahead and leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see daily Warframe content, or somewhat daily Warframe content, then go ahead and do so to become a Dank homie today, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
Can be certain about don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change. Life gon' make it happen anyway. I say don't change, don't change, don't change. Even though life ain't the same. Say don't change, don't change, don't change.